How's it going, everybody? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing this video lesson, and today I want to show you how to play this fun little lick. I've heard it like in country music and bluegrass, even like blues and stuff. Pretty cool, pretty fun to play, and it will help you to get down the hybrid picking technique. So right now, Guitar Control is giving away this really awesome daily practice routine to improve your lead guitar chops. This was put together by our very own Silvio Gazquez, a two-time Guitar Idol finalist. This routine covers the four main concepts that are necessary for lead guitar: alternate picking, legato, sweep picking, and tapping. All the tabs and exercises are all included in this free ebook. There's a link in the description where you can get yours. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at this. Alright, so the way that I've got this in the transcription is that it's just a 12 bar, or not a 12 bar rather, but a 1-4-5 chord progression in A. So it's the same shape that we're going to be doing, we're just going to be moving it around. So the first one here we're doing, it's based around an A. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to take my first finger and I'm just going to bar it at the 5th fret across the first 3 strings. Then we're going to pick the note on the G string and do a hammer-on with your second finger to the 6th fret. So I'm using the guitar pick to do that. And then we're going to follow that with this note here on the B string on the 5th fret. But what we're going to do is we're going to hybrid pick this. So I'm holding the guitar pick with just my thumb and my first finger. And then it leaves my second and third fingers free here. So I use my second finger to pluck the B string. So I'm going to... So again, on the G string, 5th fret, first finger, we're going to pick that with the pick as a downstroke, and then do a hammer on to the 6th fret, also on the G string with my second finger. And then we're going to pluck the B string, where I'm barring here at the 5th fret, with my second finger. So this is a triplet feel. So it's like, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so if this is new to you, haven't tried doing this before, I would just start off with just doing that. Just start on the G string, pick, hammer, pluck the B string. 1, 2, 3. And just work on that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's like half of it. So what we're going to do is the first time, we do it just like how we did. And then the second time, we start off the same way. We pick the 5th fret of the G string, do a hammer to the 6th. And now we're going to pluck the high E string also at the 5th fret, because again, our first finger is barring here. Now, when I do that, I use my third finger. So my second finger is taking care of the B string, and my third finger is taking care of the high E string. And then we're using the pick on the G string. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it just repeats. Alright, so with this, the easy way to be able to use this, because like I said, it's movable, you can move it wherever you want. Right here we're playing A. So what it is, we've got right here, we've got our C sharp. So this is our major third, and then here we've got our E, and then our A. So this is just like we're playing just the top end. It's like an inverted triad. But that first note we pick there is actually the minor third, the flat third. So we're picking that and hammering into the major. And then going, so it's like going flat 3, 3, 5, flat 3, 3, 1. So that's what makes it just sound really cool right over the top of the chord. So I can totally hear this being played over like like kind of a rhythm like that, kind of, you know, maybe a bluegrass thing. And all right, so if you think of it like that as triplets, and it's going to be like, you know, 1 yell low, 2 yell low, so that's half of a measure. So you do, that's a whole measure right there. Now, we're going to follow this in a 1-4-5. So if our 1 chord is 4, if our 1 chord is 4, if our 1 chord is A, then our 4 chord is D. So what we need to do is move up a 4th. So just a really simple way to do this, if you know what the chord is, wherever that note is on the high E string, so in this case we want a D, so high, the 10th fret of the high E is D. So I'm going to move up and bar at the 10th fret. I'm just going to move that shape up. Now we're going to be picking 10, hammering to 11, and then 10th fret here for the B in the high E string. Same picking technique, obviously. All right, and then for the 5 chord, it's E, because it's a whole step up. So easily enough we can just move this up as an E. But remember, here's your root notes for this, so it just makes it easy to be able to navigate it around. If you do not know where the notes are on your high E string, you should learn that. I'm a big believer in if you know where all the notes are in your E and your A string, then you can find all your roots for bar chords, scales, arpeggios, everything. And then eventually you just start memorizing where they are everywhere. But make it a point to really work on knowing where the notes are on your, start with your low E, because same notes on the same frets on your high E string, and then the A string as well. So with this, you could just use that like as something in a solo to kind of highlight a chord, and then, you know, do some other licks with it, you know. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this, but I just think that sounds really good, and it's a really good exercise for developing this technique. So with that, you know, let's focus on the right hand a little bit here. We don't want where you're pulling away like that. You want it to be all you know, really self-contained right here, just really close. So I'm using my palm, I'm kind of resting on these lower strings, so that way they're just muted and they're not just going to start, you know, making noise and stuff. Just keeps it all much tighter. All right, so there you have it. Pretty cool, not too terribly difficult, hybrid picking, a little lick. You could kind of call it an exercise too, I guess, but it does really sound good outlining the chord. So if you like this lesson, be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this or other guitar-related topics. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.